Hello, and welcome back. It's been many years, but this is Dumpster Diaries Podcast. I'm Moses Wartooth. This is Justin Allen, and big things have been happening. So, what's on your radar right now?
Man, I got to start off by saying, so our show, Dumpster Diaries Podcast, has officially partnered with another fucking card game. It's the title of a card game. We've talked about it before on the show. We tried to help the guys out in the past with a Kickstarter. Didn't work out because Kickstarter's kind of hard to meet your goal. So we decided to go ahead and partner with them legitimately, and we're going to be pushing that game out. So all I want to say, man, is in the link below, we do have a website that you can go to, and you can order it, and we'll ship it to your house, man.
Yeah, we've got the units on hand. They're ready to go. No more bullshit.
Yeah.
If you want the damn game, order it, and it'll be sent to you.
Absolutely, man. And it is that funny. So if you like Cards Against Humanity, that's the easiest way to describe it. It can be played that way or a little differently. But it is like Cards Against Humanity on steroids, man.
Yeah,
so
just
it is
better.
Really funny. I really enjoy it. Everyone that we've sold to and gotten feedback from, they really do like it. And if you're watching this show on a regular basis, you know that we don't really push a lot of products on here, So this is something we actually do believe in because they take a stand for free speech and anti-censorship and all that stuff too, man. So really exciting. If you want something to play with friends and family, get a shock for sure, man.
Oh, yeah. Play this with grandma.
Yeah, hit that link in the description below, man, and go ahead and fucking buy the game, dude, because it is totally worth it, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to plug that starting off, dude. And another cool thing that we're doing is a buddy of mine runs a production company, a comedy production company called Small Price Productions, and they kind of basically run comedy shows all throughout East Texas. And we are actually going to be setting up at all of their shows. So for the local listeners throughout the East Texas region that go to these shows, you can actually show up in person, see a comedy show. These guys are that funny, okay?
They're paid professionals.
Yeah,
I mean, they're fucking good.
Mm-hmm. And the price of the tickets aren't even that bad. It's like
it's like $10 to
$15.
$15, dude.
Yeah.
They're cheap as shit.
Yeah, and I mean, we can probably put Small Price Productions link in here too, man.
Yeah,
if you want, and, get you a ticket or whatever. But we will be there in person at these comedy shows selling that. And also, we are in on the Comic-Con, too. There's a Piney Woods Comic-Con. Like, you look into that. We're actually going to be there setting up a booth, selling as well. So things are starting to kind of move fast with this card game. A lot better than I anticipated starting out.
So realistically, you're probably going to see us around.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy to think about. We went from the bunker to selling shit in person now. So here we go.
Yeah, and then eventually we'll be branching out into Houston and Dallas and Shreveport and stuff like that. So, but if you want to support a small business and you want to take a stand against anti-censorship and support comedy, check out that game, like I said, in the description below, and it is worth every penny. I guarantee you.
Agreed.
Man.
Agreed.
So, but man, dude, it's been a while since we actually recorded like a solid episode, man.
Yeah. Been doing so much other shit,
Yeah, life's gotten in the way, man. Like,
Yeah.
just get busy as hell, I'm back on the train of getting fat again. So, skinny. Started the show like skinny, got fat, got skinny. Now I'm fucking getting fat again.
Just riding that roller coaster.
Well, for those of you not just listening, so you're not watching the video, I'm wearing a Hooters shirt, and in our display case behind us, underneath another fucking card games box is a Hooters hat as well. And for those of you, yes, right there. For those of you who know me and watch the show and stuff, I have supported Hooters my entire life, and I think they're actually a great company. They do a lot of really good stuff. I've known a lot of people that work for them. They're a good organization, but unfortunately, they are declaring bankruptcy. I'm not happy about it, man. So I've been racking up.
Neither is John Daly.
Yeah, I know, man. John Daly's like a fucking goat, man.
He just lost his home.
Yeah, and those of you who don't know, John Daly is a golf professional and
fucking legend,
legendary
partier, dude,
old fat. Out of shape, it's something like he drinks 12 beers every time he plays, and then he just smokes a 2-pack of cigarettes.
And drinking whiskey, and dude, he's a fucking animal.
Dominates.
Yeah,
he's
good. He can play, or I guess he can just play excellent wasted.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that too is, so even though he is rich as hell, obviously, he actually lives in the Hooters headquarters. He has an office there and in a back room.
Yeah, with a bedroom.
Where he has a fucking cot and shit, and he just sleeps in there, So I don't know, man. That's a good one. But so I am kind of bummed about Hooters, man. Actually, as of filming this, I'm about to get in a car and head to Houston, and I'm gonna stop by Hooters. So that's where all the weight gains come.
To show your support.
Showing support, man. I'm putting my fucking cholesterol levels on the line, dude. Fucking do this shit.
Doing it in support of a business, man.
Yeah, dude.
America.
They're so nice to me when I go. And it's like funny because you tell like a lot of people and they're like, oh yeah, like wink wink, we get it. You like the food. No, I like legitimately like the food. Like it's actually really good. But and
it's it's a very relaxing environment.
It is.
Like it really is.
It's just like wings, beers, and then it's good-looking women. Like, it practically sells itself. So when I found out they were declaring bankruptcy, I was genuinely shocked. I was like, what the fuck? Because every time I go to Hooters, man, now granted I go to the Hooters in Houston most of the time, right? Every time I go into any Hooters, any location, they're packed to the brim, dude.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's lunch, if it's evening time, or if it's late at night, man. Like I was like, dude, this place is making money.
And their ideal audience was a straight single dude. Like they're the people with money, and like they're the people who spend money at places like that. Like I don't really see
blue collar workers and shit. They're just like, I'm going in here to remind me of times since past.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It is a little surprising that they are shutting down.
But I will say this, man. I put so many of them girls through college over the years, man. Oh yeah, dude. But they're nice, man. And like so, like even like my girlfriend and I will go, and she loves the food. I mean, we munch on some fucking wings in there and stuff. And it was funny. She actually made a joke. She was like, I noticed that like. She was saying that she notices the girls more than I do because I'm just like focused on like the food. Because I always have like this thing. I do like a fucking basically like a trifecta. I have a couple of Guinness and then I just eat like a fucking shit ton of wings too. That's like my thing, like the Guinness with the wings. And it's the only time I eat them like that and stuff. But they're good, man. So I'm kind of bummed out. I don't know how it's going to go with like liquidating and like, sometimes companies still kind of survive after bankruptcy and stuff. So who knows? I was reading some stuff. It's a private equity issue. That the company isn't actually what we would think of as bankrupt, but it's like people who have invested in it trying to get money out of it and like all this other shit. It's kind of like just a financial cluster.
So it's not like a fucking Bed Bath & Beyond situation.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Did we ever talk about that shit on the show?
I don't think we did. No, because that little incident happened before we were doing the podcast.
Bro, we made and lost so much money. In
such a short amount of time, dude. Blink of the eye. It was like fucking crypto shit all. It was like crypto shit all over again.
And it's so fucking crazy that we got out basically unscathed.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make shit, but I didn't lose my ass. So it's like all in all, I learned a couple of valuable lessons. Like,
don't believe what a billionaire says.
Yeah, and
big one. Fuck Ryan Cohen.
If you're doing good, just fucking sell it, man. Don't hang on.
Just get out, man. Sorry, so to give like we gotta tell that story. That is actually a good story. Good. So this is around like the AMC, GME, like AMC movie theaters, like GameStop, like hype and stuff.
Yeah, it was on the tail end of those, yeah.
And so Moses and I, we were invested in like GameStop and AMC and stuff, and we were obviously doing well. Like we were like, holy shit. So we
fucking Wall Street bets, man.
Dude, because we got on Wall Street bets early.
Yeah.
So we caught it early, and we were like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, yo, dude, this is actually working. Like, this is gonna be a thing. And so we made our money or whatever, and then that kind of was dying down or whatever. And the next thing that came up, the hype was Bed Bath & Beyond. And the thing is, a billionaire from Canada, I think his name was Ryan Cohen, right? He was the CEO of, what was it? It was Chewy for the dog.
Oh yeah, the pet store shit. Yeah.
So he did that and ran it very well, made a lot of money, and essentially he became a board member at Bed Bath & Beyond. And what happened was he bought a bunch of options contracts. Now, those of you who don't know what options trading is, it is trading stocks without trading the stocks. You are buying a contract that gives you the right to buy a stock at a certain price in the future. It's speculative markets. Okay? So let's say if you want to buy 100 shares of a stock and they're $10 each, so it costs you $1,000. Well, you may be able to say, I think it's going to be at this price. And if it hits this price, that person has to sell it to you. And they can say, I don't think it's ever going to hit that price. So you can buy that contract for maybe like $10, right? And if you get lucky and it hits strike, you can force that guy to sell and you collect the difference. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fucking lucrative. Well, anyway, this motherfucker, like he just fucked so many people, man. Yeah. Like, dude, and we watched it in real time. It was insane.
And it was in fucking after hours too, man. That sneaky bastard, dude.
Dude, yeah, we were getting there. And so So he comes in and becomes the CEO of this company, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like Bed Bath & Beyond was on the brink of like bankruptcy. Like it was going.
Yeah,
under.
like he's our savior. He's gonna fucking bring that shit up.
He's our own personal Jesus.
Yeah.
And anyway, so this fucking piece of shit gets on there, buys $87 million worth of fucking call options, right? Which essentially is saying this price is gonna go through the goddamn roof, right? So then it hypes it up. So he gets the AMC, GME crowd to come in, and they're buying all these contracts and shit. And then after hours, man, that sneaky motherfucker. Because when you have a lot of money and stuff, you can get like, you can basically trade where normal people can't.
Yeah.
There's like
you
tiers
get special
to this.
like special treatments.
Yeah. So this motherfucker waited till this price started hyping up, and Moses and I were in on that shit. Like we bought in for almost nothing. I know personally, in 24 hours, I went from basically base level what I bought in, $30,000 profit, after hours fucking like $500 profit because that piece of shit hit after hours and sold every one of those contracts. So that means that he got into that company, hyped it up, bought all those fucking option contracts, knew damn well they were going to expire worthless.
Yeah.
And then sold it to the average fucking American, dude. Well, just person, like trading on our markets and stuff. But yeah, dude, I was like, what a fucking piece of shit. Learned a valuable lesson. Don't trust any billionaires. Who gives a fuck what they say? Because they got there for a reason, you know? But god damn, dude, it was a wild time because Moses and I, we were just like on the phone like 6 hours
we were like
a day.
literal like crack addicts on the phone, but just watching fucking BBE.
Yeah.
Or BBBY?
It's BBBY.
BBBY,
Yeah. That was
yeah.
a ticker, yeah. And then I was like, well, fuck these towels,
Because
man.
we were both in college, and we were just sitting there, like, I wasn't paying attention to fucking school at all. I was literally just on the phone, refresh.
Dude, yeah, I literally just skipped days at school. Because I was like, okay, I can go to school and learn about fucking, I don't know, like fucking mycology or like fucking ecology or whatever. I was taking a lot of bio classes at the time. Or I can stay here and make $15,000.
And make some fucking money.
You know? So, not exactly rocket science, you know. But it was like it was a crackhead time, dude.
Dude,
it was like crypto, man.
Yeah,
you know,
it was highly addictive, I would say that.
Oh, shit. You still in the crypto game? I know you're messing with that for a while.
Nah, I'm pretty much out. I've got a little bit of shit in there that I just don't touch. I don't care about it anymore. But.
Yeah, no, I get that, man, for sure, dude. It swings so much, and that shit's so high right now that I just don't trust it, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, could I see, like, Bitcoin becoming $1 million a coin eventually? Sure. Could I also see it becoming $1 a coin?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And probably both will happen in the future. So, I mean, there you go. Like,
all within a 48-hour time span.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, what does it say? Families are always on the rise and fall in America. You said that Hawthorne, the author? Nah, whatever. Anyway, so, but yeah, dude, I do have a cool announcement, man. I know we kind of hinted about it on one of our previous episodes, man. So, your boy Justin Allen got an acting role, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to sign some NDAs, couldn't say what it was, but officially I can tell you right now, TV show, Paramount Plus, 1923, Season 2, Episode 5, 45-minute, 45-second mark. I am wearing a gray fedora, and I'm standing behind the main actress. I got about 2 seconds on screen. Obviously, I don't have a beard and shit doing that. But there were longer parts that I was in, but they cut those in final production. But it was cool, so, you know, in some fucking way, like, I'm on fucking Paramount Plus. So, but I've been, like... And as, like, listeners of the show, you know that I've been doing this because we do have an offensive show. We talk about crazy stuff. I mean, just watch our shorts for a while, for God's sakes, and I'll tell you everything. And I just think it's a big inside joke for us and, like, our followers and stuff, where I just keep applying for these really serious roles. Like, I applied for a fucking Jersey Mike's commercial the other day, right? And I'm just hoping that, like... our viewers can watch it and be like, holy shit, is that Justin Allen? And then everyone else on the set is like, yeah, this is a professional commercial we're doing.
Yeah, and then, like, little do they know, he's, like, talking about beating babies' brains in on YouTube. Like, okay, it's a fair trade.
And saying cocksucker 500 times, you know, faggot, you know. So it's cool, man, but, funny story. So anyway, should I tell the story about just doing everything? I mean,
yeah, might as well.
I never really told, yeah. So, all right, so during, like, a lot of these productions and stuff, like, for these big shows, you do have to sign non-disclosure agreements where you can't talk about anything until after it comes out. Some cases, you can't ever talk about shit that happens behind the scenes, right?
All the Diddy parties.
Yeah, that's why I get a little handsy back there, you know? Just ask Harvey Weinstein. But, Anyway, man, dude, speaking of that, sorry, I gotta fucking bank off this, dude. I saw the funniest fucking meme the other day. It had a picture of that chick from the Snow White movie that just tanked.
Yeah.
And it just said, this shit would never happen on Harvey Weinstein's watch. Like it or not. Like, you know. But anyway, man, so, like, I just applied for this role. Like, it was just a background actor at a Chicago train scene. No big deal. Just walking around, dressed up, all this other shit. So it came out of a production company in Austin, Texas. So I fucking applied, got the job, which doesn't mean anything because all you need is a fucking pulse to get those jobs because they got hundreds of people on there. Like, they just need a body. Like,
they literally need a filler. Like,
yeah, I don't say shit in there. They ain't giving me lines. I didn't have a fucking script. I just had people yelling at me, telling me, walk! Turn around, walk again. We're going to do this 19 times, you know? And so anyway, so I do like the... And it was really cool to go through all this. So I go out to the studio in Austin, and that's where we do the costume fitting and all that. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's an all-day fucking thing. It's like, holy shit. But it was kind of cool, man. They just had, I mean, it looked like that fucking scene from the first Matrix where the, like, Neo's like, tank, we need guns. And, like, all these fucking racks of guns show up, but it was just clothes, right? And so it's, like, everything you could imagine. And then it was cool because they had clothes from, like, other sets and shit that they'd done. So I was like, all right, cool. So I get measured, you know, they do all this stuff, and then they start packing up my costume. And they're like, hey, filming is going to be in Galveston. I'm like, you know, that's like, we're in Austin.
Pretty far off. Like,
so,
yeah.
You know, and I'm like, okay. And they were like, yeah, it's for a Chicago train scene in the winter. And we're going to film it at there's a train museum in Galveston, Texas. And that's where we're going to film it at. So I was like, okay, so I get to fucking, you know, wait a couple of weeks, and then I'm down there in Galveston, right? And dog... Let me just tell you, I am playing a character, a first-class train passenger, in Chicago in 1923.
In the winter.
In the winter. This shit was filmed in August in Galveston, Texas. So all those heavy wool coats and shit, dude, when you see that clip, it's like 96 degrees outside. They would have to break like every couple of minutes and just pass out like tissues and bottled water and be like, all right, cool.
I'm sure
like,
to keep people from fucking passing out.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Because I had like undergarments, I had a 3-piece suit, and then I had a fucking huge wool coat.
Jesus.
And then I had a fucking fedora too, and it's all like dress stuff, so it's not comfortable at all, you know?
Dude, I might have died.
There was a point I got a little lightheaded when we were filming. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna die right here. This is it. I'm going in and out. I'm going in and out. You would have died on the set, sued them.
Yeah. Be like, you better put this in there.
Like a family member just comes back and sues them or some shit, you know? But it was cool. So, you know, background actors get treated like shit. So they basically, we show up and they just threaten us. They're like, do not talk to the stars of the show. Like, you don't even pretend like they exist. And I'm from, like, country Texas. Like, if someone says hi to me, I'm gonna say hi to them. Like, I'm not gonna be fucking rude, you know? I'm not gonna be like all fanboy. But anyway, so I didn't really meet any of the crazy stars. I saw them walking around, but I didn't meet them. I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And because you'll find out here in a moment why I did not really care about this show, and that it was just all a big joke for me and a decent little paycheck. So anyway, they put all the background actors in these like back offices and trailers and shit. So there's like 100 of us just sitting here waiting all fucking day long, dude. Because it might look like a 3-second clip. They'll film that 12 fucking times to get it right. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Mm-hmm. So they're like, you got to be here at 6 a.m. And I was like, okay. So I show up at this community college or community center at 6 a.m. They got all these buses out there. And they're like, get on the bus, like 4 hours later, because they cut your hair and they shave you, and that's like the final check for like the look and do your makeup and stuff. And by the way, if any women want like professional hair jobs done, just apply for be a background actor on a set somewhere, and they'll do it all for free. So if you just want a day of it, like go do that, and which is kind of cool. But so we get on the bus, they bus us to the fucking set, aka the train station in Galveston, and dude, we're just like sitting there just waiting all day. This took 14 hours.
Holy shit.
For that 2 seconds I'm in that shit, that took 14 hours. Because they don't, even if your part may be over,
you still gotta stay.
You stay until everyone is done.
Well, fuck, I mean, I guess if they bust you over there, you're just stuck over there anyway.
Yeah, and I'm over here looking, I'm fucking Uber. I was like, I know people in Galveston. I'll
get
the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Like, looking, texting people and shit. So there's like people sleeping in like hallways and stuff, man. So it's it's funny. But it was cool, man. You know, it was cool to be on like a professional set. Hollywood is really, really fake. So when you're walking down, like from the angle of the camera, like when they say action, this is what was cool. When they say action, it's real. You're there.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single thing printed, even the newspapers, they're all legit. Like there's nothing like out of place. Now, if you go to the end of the platform and walk the other way, like facing the camera, behind every box, behind everything is just like a dude with a light. Someone holding the camera, some guy writing shit. You know, some guy's like fucking dipping. Like, you know, like. But yeah, it was a good experience, man. Now, the funny part here is I had never seen the fucking show. And everyone working on that were huge fans. And they were like, what do you think is going to happen to, like, Spencer in this season? I'm like, who the fuck is... Yeah, dude. I'm like, I'm just eating this free food they give us. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they were like, you've never seen this show? I was like, no, I'm here for the $300. Like, get out of here. So
like, I was promised food and money. I don't care about anything else.
I was, like, trying to steal shit off the set, too. Like, just little trinkets and stuff. Like, give me that shit. But, yeah, so that's the running joke on this podcast now, man. So, I'm going to keep just applying for whatever roles if I can get picked up on, just doing background, like, extra stuff, and I don't know. We'll keep you guys updated, and you guys can be like, hey, man, there's Justin Allen, man, leader of the Coon Army.
Is that Justin in Jumanji? What the fuck?
Just walking around and shit, looking all confused, like, what the fuck? But yeah, dude, it was a good time, man. It was a really good time. It was a cool experience to see that level of professionalism. That also made me realize I never want to be a director.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I mean, this guy, headset, the whole 9 yards, he would have to be calling, like, this person, this, and it's just so much shit he has to deal with. Because, like, when he sits in that chair, there's 300 people on that set, and, like, all of them do different shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, I'm like, God damn. But I don't know, man. But it was cool. It was a cool thing, you know. I don't know. I might go back and do like their next season or something like that. So I did apply to be in like another scene later in the season, but I didn't get picked up for that. So, but I don't know. Fingers crossed with Jersey Mike's. I will tell you this, dude. When I was like applying for all this shit, because I go through like a casting agency, right? And nothing. Dog, like a picture of my face and then me standing there, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck it, he's a boy." Does he have a pulse?
Like, I think he's alive still. Look at him, man.
Yeah. And so I was scrolling through all these jobs, and like, you know, some of them I can't get because they're like, "We need a female, we need someone at this age," or like whatever, right? And or someone who, in some cases, you have to be a member of the Screen Actors Guild, and it's like, so then you're a professional act, like paid professional actor, and obviously I'm not doing that shit. Yeah. And but I was scrolling through and looking at like the options that were available, and I applied for the Jersey Mike's commercial. I don't think I got it, whatever. But I saw a fuck ton of Subway commercial offers for like in Dallas, and I just kept scrolling. I was like, "Fuck no, not after that Jared
I ain't
shit."
Jared 2.0, dude.
Yeah, dude, I ain't fucking nothing with that, dude.
No kids.
Yeah, dude, I don't even want to be on a set with like a kid, you know what I mean? Oh, that was another thing, man. I will say this, dude, they really protect kids on those like film sets.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, probably after the whole Dan Schneider Nickelodeon bullshit, dude, they're probably cracked down on that stuff.
Like,
I mean, I would hope. They
keep them in like separate rooms, like the Guardians have to be there and shit, and then like they bring it, like they were never left alone. And then, like, when their parts were filmed,
they got them out of there.
They got the majority of the actors out of there and be like, okay, we're focusing on the minors right now. And then once they were done, they dismissed them from the set. Then they brought in all the adults to work. So
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I was like, oh, okay. You know, just some shit in the back of my mind. I was just like thinking about, like, oh, I wonder what this is fucking like. You know, holy shit. I guess you guys don't want to be accused of anything.
Fuck no, man.
Yeah. But dude, I don't know. So that's what I've been up to, man, here a little lately. So getting back doing a little bit of stand-up comedy too on top of it, man. So it's exciting times. But this would not be a complete episode of the Dumpster Diaries podcast, even though I'm probably going to cut it a little short, man. I got an appointment I got to get to, unfortunately. Show up a fucking month late for an episode and be like, yeah, I got shit I got to do, man. But this wouldn't be a complete episode if we didn't talk about some political shit, you know? I do want to talk about the fucking immigration gold card that Donald Trump has done, dude.
Yeah, man. You can literally buy your freedom.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it, dude. $1 million, you get extradited. $5 million expedited to the front of the fucking line. You're in. No, as long as you pass all the security background.
Yeah, you still have to pass that shit, which is good.
Yeah. I like it, dude. And they were going through projections, like if they could sell so many, like it could like literally like balance our deficit and like all kinds of shit and stuff. And I don't know, how many did you say they already sold?
They said they've sold 1,000 last time I looked.
Dude, that is wild, man.
Yeah, so
I'm kind of all for it. Like, fuck it. Who gives a shit,
dude, man? There's no problem. I have no problem with letting people in here if they want to pay money.
Yeah.
If you have $5 million, you probably have something to offer. So it's
even
worth
if
it,
you're
man.
like retired and done, like you're gonna spend money in our country, and you're probably gonna spend a decent amount, and you're not gonna be just running up credit and like all this other crap, you know. So I'm all for it, man. Like, I think it's cool, but like, does that golden ticket have his fucking face on it?
I don't know.
I saw something online that had his face on it, and I was like,
that would be hilarious.
I don't know if it was photoshopped or not, because you can't believe half the shit you see anymore. But like, holy shit, dude! But yeah, I'm all about it. Now, as far as the illegal immigrants go, things are not going too well right now for any of those guys. You know, they are mass deporting on like historic levels.
They don't have the money, man. Get them out of here.
Just get them out of here. It's America. It's pay to play, baby. But we're in. We know what we're about. But yeah, man, I was reading that like the southern border interactions have dropped to like damn near like the lowest rate ever, like in history.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like modern history. And I think as far as like the Biden administration, it's been reduced by I think like 96.5%.
God damn.
Or some shit. It's like how like cause they're just like fuck it, we're not dealing with this shit. Also too, if you don't do this shit, you need to follow the U.S. Border Patrol's fucking Facebook
dude, that
page.
shit's awesome.
Bro, they
it's
put
hilarious.
money in that shit, dude.
It's funny, it's entertaining, it's badass, dude. Dude, I watch that shit and I'm like, damn, I'm proud to be an American, man. Like, it's cool
dude.
as fuck.
Yeah, dude, they're like playing like modern edgy music and shit. They got like drone footage.
Yeah,
and
dude, just
shit.
fucking cruising the borders, like guns out and shit. Like, fuck, dude.
I'm like,
dude,
holy
they're on.
fuck.
It's like, it reminds me of like cartel shit on Instagram, but it's our dudes and it's legal and they're protecting our shit. Like, it's badass.
For sure, man. So I don't know, man. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy. But it's definitely getting more secure, man. But they're deporting motherfuckers left and right too, dude. And like, it needs to happen, you know. As far as I can tell, man, it's already people that were already on the chopping block. A lot of fucking criminals and shit going to, you know. So, but I don't know. You gonna do it? You gotta do it right, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got enough goddamn criminals around here anyway that are already citizens. We don't need the extras.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, I don't know, but old DJT's got it on lock, man, between Congress and White House and. Hell, you might as well throw in the Supreme Court there, you know, and see what the fuck it is. But did you see that motherfucker was talking some crazy shit about running a third term?
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Exact quote. There are ways. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I was reading I think it was like an AP fucking article or whatever, Associated Press. And fucking they were like breaking down like ways he could technically have a third term. And one of them is if J.D. Vance runs for president, which he's already saying he's going to run in 2028, okay? If J.D. Vance runs for president, and Donald Trump is his vice president, all J.D. Vance has to do is get sworn in, immediately resign, and then it goes straight to fucking Donald Trump. And it's totally legal.
Dude, do you know how fucking hilarious that would be?
I was like, dude, this is like some House of Cards shit, dude.
No shit, dude. That would be like next level politics, man. Like
that's some Vladimir Putin shit.
It is.
Because he's done similar shit.
That's some goddamn Obama shit, man.
So it's a wild fucking time. It's getting interesting, man. I mean, especially now, like, I don't know, you know, like, I'm a little nervous, you know. I mean, Trump's, like, trying to work on, like, de-escalating a lot of shit. But he's also, you know...
Escalating some stuff, too.
Escalating some shit, you know. Like, I mean, the amount of tariffs we've imposed on the world is, like, fucking crazy, you know. But, you know, a lot of them, from my understanding, they were already doing it to us. So it's like, okay, cool. But the shit with China is what's fucking getting wild right now. They're talking about 250% tariffs at this fucking point. And I was just like, God, like, does this ever end?
I mean, like, it's going to come to a point eventually, like, you're just either going to want the product bad enough or you're not going to fucking buy it.
He did make an announcement a day or two ago. He said that him and China are going to be working on a deal, and it's going to be huge. So...
It's always huge.
It's always huge. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. Yeah, dude. So I don't know. I think it's necessary and stuff, but that Ukraine shit though, that ain't going anywhere anytime fucking soon. You know, I think he's getting pissed off with Putin and definitely Zelensky. I don't know. You know, watch what came to the White House. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. You think they're gonna be able to ever resolve that shit in Ukraine during this term?
I don't know, man. Probably not a complete resolution. I know they'll get something accomplished. There'll be some moves in a direction, right or wrong. I don't know which one, but I mean,
I guess it depends on what side of the fence you're
on.
If it's right or wrong.
Yeah, yeah, or where your morals lay, I guess. But
fuck them.
that's on what I'm backing. But
yeah, man. But I don't know, I'm just tired of it, man. I'm like, I don't know, just give it to them, man. Just be fucking, give them that land that they want, man. Keep what you got.
Yeah.
Just give them that, just lose that 15%, call it good, man. You're done. You're done. You hear me? You're done.
Yeah, quit asking for fucking money.
Yeah, fucking annoying, dude.
Yeah.
Like that fucking relative that's always fucking asking for
Hey, man, you got $20?
Yeah, dude.
I'll pay you on Tuesday.
Or like, I saw a funny meme the other day, dude, and I think every single guy who's ever dated can relate to this. And it said, when you get her number and text her good morning the next day, and then it's just her response is, or it was like, how's your morning going? She's like, everything's fine, a little stressed, about $40 short on the light bill, but I'll figure it out. And then it's just like, come on. Like, how many times have you heard some fucking bullshit where it's like, can you cash at me this? Or like, whatever. Fuck no, dude. Fuck no, dude. I'd be like, nah, dude, I ain't dealing with this shit. But that's what Zelensky's
Dude, I ain't giving nobody a fucking penny. I'm like, damn, that's tough.
Yeah, it's hard out there.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck or what? Like, I can help you in the dick end of stuff, but I ain't giving you no financial incentive.
I got about 3 people in my life. If they ever needed help, I'd help them. Outside of that, it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I tend to believe that we're all given a pretty even playing field to make our own decisions and kind of live our own lives. So I don't really have much sympathy for people who fucked off and did stupid ass shit and fucked their own life up.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, everybody obviously makes mistakes and you get in some bad situations that you may or may not be able to control. But I don't know, dude. Join the fucking military if you.
It's like a DUI. Everyone gets one. It's cool.
Yeah, like,
you know. Outside of that, once you get 2, then you gotta start asking questions.
Yeah, then they're like, yeah, all right.
This might be a fucking problem. You know? Oh shit. I don't know, man. Has fucking Elon Musk been up to anything cool, man?
Man, he's just been pissing people off, like, still, but which I still I can't comprehend that shit, but whatever, dude. He's fucking public enemy number 1, man. People hate that dude now.
Dude. I know he was like talking about like once he cuts like $1 trillion, he's talking about stepping down.
What?
From Doge, yeah.
Damn, dude, I wanted him balls to the wall to the end, dude.
All the way,
yeah, dude, just
for the next 8 years. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, like.
I mean, he's a busy dude. I guess he's probably gonna be bored of it by then.
Oh, Emperor Elon.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's still like just gutting left and right and shit, man. So
I'm all for it, man.
I do. I mean,
like
I think it's great, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's good to keep it accountable and stuff.
It is, and at least they're at some point like we need a little mix up. We can't just keep riding on the same bullshit we've been riding.
Yeah, and like the other day, like a few weeks ago, they announced they deleted like a fucking million people or some shit out of the Social Security database that were like over 120 years old. And here's a crazy thing. You haven't heard one complaint about that. Like as far as like a bit, like someone
like an individual
like an individual who had benefits coming from that because they're not
because it was
real.
illegal because it was fraud.
Yeah,
if they were to speak up, they ought to be arrested. Like,
that's my thing. Like if it's all bullshit, where's these fucking people getting their money cut?
But the headlines are still saying Elon coming after Social Security. Like, dude, he's actually extending Social Security by cutting out the bullshit.
Yeah,
it's the fucking opposite.
Really think about
Stupid
it.
as fuck, man.
And like if I was some of these other people, man, like especially if I was receiving Social Security benefits, I'd be fucking pissed, man, because that affects how much money you get. You know?
Yeah.
You know, if there was more money in the pile, like in the pool, like maybe like when they vote and they allocate funds and stuff, like you get more raises and like stuff as far as money you're getting. So like you should celebrate that, man. You should really be happy.
Yeah, like it's a positive. I don't understand what people are fucking upset about.
Yeah. Like how do you feel whenever you find like an old bank account that has like $300 and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know about that, right? Like maybe get on a Venmo you haven't used in a while, like shit, I got $150 in there, and you're like excited. That's how you should feel about this.
Yeah,
man,
you're like washing clothes or take out a winter coat. It's got $100 in there. You're like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Did you watch Elon Musk's interview with Joe Rogan right before the election?
The one before the election, yeah.
Where I watched it a while back, man. But this is something I did want to talk about, where he breaks down how America almost became a one-party system, and I was like, what the fuck? It sounds like bullshit at first, and then he goes in and he was like, look, there's only like these 5 swing states roughly, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, and sometimes those states are swayed by about 20,000 votes. And he said what was happening in the Biden administration and like just Democrats in general is they were bringing in all these illegal immigrants and they were giving them fucking asylum and trying to get them a citizenship and all that stuff, but they were shipping them to swing states, key counties and shit, and hoping that they would vote Dem. And he was like, and if that happens, it's basically the end of democracy. And he like stares in the camera and he's like dead ass serious. He was like, "This is the most important election you'll ever have in your life." And I was like, "Motherfucker, dude!" Like, I mean, they were just trying to rig it, dude. Just trying to rig it.
Yep.
They'd be like, "Yeah, the Republicans will have some seats in Congress here and there, whatever. Who gives a fuck? But overall, we'll control the ones in power."
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I was like, "God damn it, bro."
So we almost lost everything we worked so hard for.
I know, dude. It's weird to like.
That's
think
fucking
about.
crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah. You need to like watch that episode, man. Like for real. Like it's like I think it came out October, if I remember right. But yeah, dude, it's fucking bonkers out there, man. So, but I don't know. I'm glad old DJT won, man. I think that was a close call.
Can you imagine what we would be dealing with right now if Kamala had won?
The party of joy.
Like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. So, what do you think about all this Iran shit, man? Donald Trump talking about bombing fucking Iran and stuff.
Fuck Iran.
Fuck them. That's kind of my attitude. I'm tired of hearing this shit.
I'm tired of those people, yeah.
Yeah, just fucking take them out, man. I ain't saying kill all their citizens and shit, but, take out their government, take out the fucking military. Like, just fucking clip their fucking nuts and be done with it.
Now, am I totally on Israel's nuts? No. But again, if I gotta make a choice, I'm sitting with fucking Israel, dude.
Yeah, and, like, Iran supporting all that terrorism and shit like that, man. Like, dude, it's like, I don't know, somebody needs to cap those motherfuckers at some point, especially before they get nuclear weapons. Probably a good idea to...
Yeah.
Cut that out the equation, So.
Once again, I'm all about self-preservation, dude. I'm going to be on the people's team that don't want me dead. So, yeah. I may not agree with everything they got to say, but at the end of the day, they don't want to fucking cut my throat and stone me out in the streets. So I'm
big part of it is whether or not you want me dead.
Yeah.
But the answer to that is no, then we can move forward.
Yeah, like, are you willing to allow my existence on this fucking planet? If not, then I don't think we're going to be friends, man. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think it's going to work, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work. Dude, I'd hate to cut this episode short, man, but the more I look at it, dude, I got to get out of here, man. So, I don't know. We'll probably try to do another one here sooner and make up for it or something, man. What do you think? Get the people what they want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tacos.
I know. Sorry, man. All right. Well, I know it's been a while, guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Dumpster Diaries Podcast. As always, I am Justin Allen. This is my buddy Moses Wartooth. We will come back. We're getting back on track. We're producing more content. Also, support another fucking card game.
And Small Price Productions.
Small Price Productions. So see the links below in the description. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next time.